Hey, welcome to Planet Hex. I'm Andrew Hawnt. Gotta keep it down because the movie started. I have developed a bit of an obsession with Talking Pictures TV. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is, Talking Pictures TV is a Freeview channel that shows primarily black and white movies, primarily British black and white movies, and stuff about old films. And I have become completely obsessed with this channel. It is really, really good. Now, surprisingly, for me, as a VHS horror sci-fi nerd, it features surprisingly little horror or sci-fi. There's no cyborgs, no aliens, no early CG, no synthesizer soundtracks, so a lot of the stuff that I really like just isn't present on this channel. However, it has a wealth of stuff going on here that I really, really enjoy. There's a lot of films on here I've never seen before. There's a lot of films I've never even heard of. And that's great. This is content that you don't see around. It may be aimed at an older audience, but I get a lot of entertainment value out of this channel. I think it's brilliant. There's a whole community set up around it. If you check out their website, Talking Pictures TV website, there's a lot going on there. You can see all the merchandise available, and you can see the schedule there. There's a lot of people that love it online. On Twitter, it gets a lot of attention on Twitter and all over the place because it's just showing really good quality stuff. And I don't know, I've been after something different lately. I think it's been a case of sensory overload. You know, things are weird at the moment, still, even now. 2 years on from the start of the COVID pandemic, things are just weird for many different reasons now, not just COVID. So it's nice to get a glimpse of a different world, a different version of our world. And it's amazing to see all these things that got made, the comedies, the thrillers. There's so much talent on show in the writing, the acting and the direction. Even with the lesser known movies that don't feature huge stars or anything like that, there's so much to enjoy here, and I really enjoy what they produce. There's also my particular favourite part of it would be the Cellar Club on a Friday. I believe it's a Friday. I will check on that because I do see it out of sync sometimes. In which Caroline Munro, the Caroline Munro, presents weird thrillers and horror movies and B-movies, and it's just really cool. There's the Footage Detectives as well, which is a really interesting show, which pulls together all kinds of things from other years, and it's just all round a really good channel, and you can find it on Freeview. I'll put the details in the description below. So now I'm going to go and show you around the running order for a day on Talking Pictures TV. So I'm on the Talking Pictures TV website now. This is the homepage, and it's a really fun place to be. I'll do that again. So I'm on the Talking Pictures TV website, and I'm going to go and show you around the schedule for a Friday, an upcoming Friday, just to give you a flavour of what sort of thing comes on here. So I'm going to start with midnight, the previous night, so, you know, it's the start of Friday anyway. So we've got, this is the 2nd of December, Friday 2nd of December, and it starts with, at midnight on Thursday night, Rex Harrison, Rita Hayworth and Joseph Wiseman in The Happy Thieves. That's a good start. Rex Harrison and Rita Hayworth, you can't go wrong there. Followed by Easy Money, 1:45 in the morning. Greta Gint, Dennis Price, Jack Warner and Petula Clark. 4 tales about the effect a major pools win has on 4 different sets of people. That sounds really interesting. 3:35, Doll's House from 1973 with Claire Bloom, Anthony Hopkins and Denham Elliott. You got Law of the Plainsman at 5:25 in the morning from 1960. Call of Justice from 1936, a western from 1936 with Albert Herman, Bill Cody, Gertrude Messenger, Gordon Griffith. Good old-fashioned cowboy movie there. Followed by 7:15 in the morning, Behind the Headlines, a 1956 crime drama. How can you not love that? That's great. I would so watch that. 8:35, Arsenal Stadium Mystery. Interesting. Poison, death and mystery set at the Arsenal Stadium. Detective Slade is called to solve the crime. You know, a lot of these, they are quite niche, I would say, a lot of these, but there's a lot of stuff here that you don't see elsewhere. And there is a lot that appeals to a wide variety of people, and give it a go and you may catch something that you'll enjoy. The story of Gilbert and Sullivan there from 1953, Meet Mr. Callaghan 1954, then Manhunt, directed by Fritz Lang. I mean, come on. A hunter finds the vacation residence of Adolf Hitler but is prevented from assassinating him. That's amazing. I bet that's really gripping. Every Day's a Holiday, a musical starring Freddie and the Dreamers. Fantastic Voyage, legendary Fantastic Voyage from 1966, directed by Richard Fleischer. A surgical team is shrunken down, injected into a dying scientist to save his life. Iconic. Followed by we got an episode of The Outer Limits after that from 1965, and then this gets my favourite part, which is Cellar Club with Caroline Munro. So Caroline Munro welcomes you to a night full of terror, ghouls and madness. The first offering is Next of Kin, an Australian horror film feature from 1982. So you've got an 80s movie there, as well as all the black and white stuff familiar in the day, but Cellar Club is the horror supernatural thriller bit, which it's the one that really pulled me into this channel in the first place. So after Next of Kin, you go back to Caroline Munro, talks a bit about the next film, The Haunted Strangler from 1958. This is great. It's got Boris Karloff in it, you can't go wrong with that. And then back to Caroline again to talk about the last film of the evening, which in the case of Friday night, Saturday morning, is the awful Dr. Orloff from 1962, directed by Jesus Franco. That's great. I love it. And then it goes further into the night, more Caroline, and then ends with Kiss of Death, the crime drama. That's not part of Cellar Club. So Caroline gives it a roundup, then it goes straight back on into another crime drama. See, this is the thing. It doesn't let up. There's always something different on. These things don't get repeated. So it's not like some services where it's just like a rolling selection of 3 or 4 things that go on forever. This is not repeated. There's a huge wealth of stuff here that you'll be offered, and it puts Freeview TV in a really good light. This is a really good service, all in all, and I'm really impressed with it. So I'm just going to go over to they have a merchandise page, which I absolutely love because some of it's so obscure now to like modern viewers. Who else would get an Old Mother Riley? I'll open a tin of sardines, an Old Mother Riley shopping bag. There's one of the packs I mentioned earlier, the Super Fan Box. There's loads of DVDs, there's a badge, coffee cup, sweets, there's even humbugs in it. That's adorable. Earrings, aprons, personalised coffee cups, badges and things like that. There's also loads and loads of DVDs, all part of the Renowned Pictures Limited company. But there's a lot of stuff here that, again, it's perfect coming to Christmas. There's a lot of gifty type things here that film fans would really, really enjoy. Plus, Talking Pictures TV have opened up Encore, which is cool. It's a catch-up service. I'm not a member of Encore, so I'm not really sure of the setup of how it goes, but that is definitely something to check out. So that's a little look through Talking Pictures TV's schedule. Yeah, the sets are shaky, and some of the acting is a bit dubious, but there's something really compelling about these films, and they are still hugely enjoyable. I do believe it's still entirely possible to enjoy something from a different era in this era. In fact, in many cases I prefer it because there's no reliance on mobile phones or technology or anything like that. The mysteries and the thrillers, they have to go through a thought process. It's really interesting seeing this world that is now completely alien in these older movies. A lot of these films were extremely old even when I was young, and I'm a million years old now. But being able to enjoy these things for free on Freeview is just a delight, and I just wanted to give it a shout out on here because it's just making me happy. It's something calming and soothing and just thoroughly enjoyable about it all. And to my fellow viewers out there, you've got good taste. It's one of my favourite things in the world. It's free, it's available on Freeview here in the UK, and I just hope it continues for a long, long time, because these things just don't get seen otherwise, and it's such a shame to have all the hard work that went into these films wasted. So I think you're doing a great thing here. Thank you ever so much, Talking Pictures TV, and thank you for watching this episode of Planet Hex.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and validate my existence.